He gave me this talent. It's up to him. Whether, there's not going to be a human being that can stop me as long as I know where I'm coming from, where my show's coming from.
How y'all doing?
I don't think with Lynn saw tonight, she can call me a dirty. As far as making a documentary about female comics in Houston, what I think it should portray is the fact that we're strong women. We come from, and we're not the slutty type woman that gets on stage and talks about her breasts, that talks about, like Slim said, PMS or this. We're not whiny women. We're strong comics, and we have the right to be as opinionated as the male comics are. And that's what I want people to see. We're not bitches. Of course, I call it the Worldwide Bitch Federation, basically because that's what people call aggressive women, is a bitch. And basically, and it wouldn't work as the Worldwide Women's Federation. No one would come. But the word bitch makes it more of a, oh, well, let's see what this is all about.
All right, Houston, how the fuck we doing? Oh, hell yeah, because they got, oh no, it's another woman.
Oh, I like that.
The other one, she's like a lesbian chick, but this one's like a woman. She looks over and she's gonna talk about women shit. Well, bullshit. Let me explain something to you. I too am a coon ass, okay? But I'm a 50-year-old coon ass.
Damn, 50, son of a bitch.
I don't do a clean show. So buckle up, assholes. This is where this shit's going. People like, oh, you're doing a clean show? Oh, hell no. By the time I'm finished, the word fuck's gonna sound like spaghetti. So get over yourself.
What did you think looking at the documentary from 15 years ago?
What did I think looking at the documentary? Nothing's changed.
Do male comedians respect females? No. And if they say they do, they're lying. They're lying, because if they did, they'd help us more. Even Jerry Lewis said it. Women are reproducing machines. They're not supposed to be funny. He recanted that, but they don't think we're funny as stand-ups.
I mean, the same thing for women in comedy. I look at it and I see 4 good female comics that basically aren't doing it anymore. But I love doing it. I get more grief for doing my show because of the way I talk on stage. I scare a lot of people. And it just, I say a lot of things people can relate to. Now, if I was a man saying this, it'd be good. I'd have an HBO special by now. Because it's true. I'm not saying anything different than Richard Pryor, than Dennis Miller, than anybody else. The fact is that I'm a woman. And I've been told that. A man can get away with what you say, but you can't. That's bullshit. Pure, absolute bullshit.
What made you become a comedian, Caroline?
I turned 40. I did. I mean, I had a choice at that time. This was back in 1992, and I was about 41, 42 years old. And my choices were, I knew I wasn't going to go anywhere as a secretary, except go back to college and get my degree, or do what people have told me I should have been doing since I was 12 years old, which was stand-up. And I decided to do it, to start doing it. And I went to the open mic at Laugh Stop, and went there the first night and went, I can't do that. And I left. I went home. As things at work got worse and worse, I was working for a woman, and I didn't like it. I don't care what anybody says, whether you work for a man or a woman, if it's not a good boss, it's just not going to happen. So I went back, and I got on stage, and it was terrible. I know a lot of comics say, oh, I got on stage and I got a standing ovation the first. No, it was terrible. I was terrible. But something made me go back, and I kept going back. And at the time, we had Laugh Stop, and we had Comedy Showcase, and we had the Hip Hop, which was owned by Rushion McDonald, which was an all pretty much African-American venue, but it didn't matter to me. I didn't care who was there. Funny's funny. So I went and would do there. I would go to the Apollo night and do that, and I was the only white there, but I wasn't afraid. It didn't matter to me. I wanted to do stand-up. It was just...
Look at my stuff, and of course, like I just said a while ago, I've edited quite a bit, I've grown quite a bit, but my audience caught up with me. Back then, I was considered a very harsh, in-your-face comic, and was basically I was told at one point that I was too old. That I was funny. I was told by the club manager that, yeah, Caroline, you're funny, but you're too old. Now, what? What, you think people are not going to get older? You think people are not going to, that my audience is not going to come with me? And now they have. They have come with me. Now they know. And I guess being 65 helps me, because they're like, oh, she's 65 years old. She's seen life.